I'm guessing that's either no, that's Zuki. Zuki, is that you? I can't actually look at chat right now. Rather, I only see anything that's in passing. I don't actually see display chat. Yeah, I guess. Oh good, I'm still part of the free company. Hold on, just bringing up my everything so I can see everything properly. Analytics. Yeah, that's Yuzuki. I just now brought out the chat so I could see everything. Now I just need to share with... Oh gosh. What's going on with my thing? Why is it not showing the stream? There we go. Okay. Now I just need to share it. Alright, and that should include Jin now. Once he joins, we can begin. Because I know he's like very much looking forward to all this. Hey, Jin. You know what's funny? Earlier while I was... Yeah, of course. Well, funny enough, I was actually doing a main story quest line that I didn't get to finish before, which required the role of ranged DPS, both physical and no, not physical. Magical ranged. There we go. Right. And the role quests themselves, if I remember correctly, entail of going after the other warriors of light of the first, you know, before the flood of light that engulfed all of the first. Anyways, oh yeah, because each of them got turned into Sin Eaters, and then, you know, they had lingering regrets that kind of guided their actions, but still made them Sin Eaters and dangerous. So, bounty hunters were out and about in folds who hunted Sin Eaters, because there were bounties on Sin Eaters. Anyways, yeah. I was just finishing up the last one that I had available. Anyways, on with the, this. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred. Art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Orianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I will not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. It was around this time I really wanted to smack him because he was still not saying that he should not watch a little kid just die to let Minfilia take over. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Huh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up, is all. Question, can you guys hear me? Because nobody was talking. Well, nobody said anything. Well, what when I was talking. And you? And you? What did Magnus have to say? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I did have a faint hope. Alright. I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to take to action where our interest has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. Story plot to keep quiet. I will smack Thancred later. I mean, everything's already said and done, and, well, you'll see what happens to the current Minfilia. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. We could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. No, thank you. Who the fuck? What the fuck? You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is... Magnus? Akane Dragneel, are you kidding me? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. Can imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. I wish this motherfucker had stopped talking, because I wanted to examine that fucker's armor to see where it came from, where it originated, because damn, I wanted that shit. I wanted that fucking armor. God damn, fucking bastard women, shut the fuck up. Oh, they're here. Good. Kyuraz, what the? He's a gunbreaker? Elemental helm offending. Wait a minute. Elemental armor offending. Oh, I think these are... Wait, is this the... Oh, I think it is. It's the, It's the armor from, like, one of the extra stuff. Fuck, what was it called? From the... What was it? Oh, Eureka! There we go. The Eureka raids. I can't believe I forgot. Alright. The Eureka raids are... How do I say this? I don't know how to say it. Ah, forget it. You open the box, revealing a proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now if you can hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. Oh, well, I mean, Minfilia, no, not Minfilia. Philomene is not in the first. She will actually be, what did you say? She will actually be in the source, because she's the one who's, Minfilia's mother, but, she doesn't travel, like, to other reflections. She will be the one tending to the Scions' bodies while they're still asleep. Let's see, what do you say? Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose, for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Mid-sized wrench. Thank you. This one will do nicely. So keep Zuki away from the MILF. Got it. That's crazy. This is the past tense. What do you mean, keep him away? Now, give me one moment and... There. I don't see any other problems here. So let's continue along the track. The joke had to be made, bruh. Kind of pointless because of the fact, again, this is all past tense. All this stuff already happened. And you already know the result. Everyone's back on the source. It would have been funnier if you guys were watching the present time. You set that on the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know? As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A rough file. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now, unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Kinda is. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Naboth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Naboth brought the Mistel engineers who specialize in Talos here, to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. 15 years ago, so that means there are people who are still alive. who know how to operate Talos, and they're in Yomor. Keep that in mind. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Oh, of course, ask the Warrior of Light to do it for you. Fucking bastard. Get this weak shit out of here. I kicked the nest off. Why am I afraid of falling off the tracks? I can fly. Jesus. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, and its cars fell into disrepair. Now I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer. Perhaps he would never have left in the first place, if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Almorang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Oh, this bitch. Well, he's not a fighter. He's literally just an engineer's apprentice. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But Well, here we are. Down for maintenance. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Oh? So they have one nearby. Oh, wow. Oh, seems Ori and Jer also appeared. Thou art come to examine the Talos? Looks like someone's already beat us here. But please, look about as much as you like. Please, voice acting. I'm getting tired of voice acting myself. Nope, I'm not gonna get any. God damn it. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. It actually takes a power source, a certain power source you won't be able to find. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. What exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations. Those such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hell did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we acquire? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from which a being would prove most suitable to our needs. No problem. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. I don't blame Mizuki for wanting to try. It's admirable in my opinion. True, but you won't find any way here or anyone to be able to teach you how the mechanisms work of the Talos. Not here in Twine, at least. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the Debitage? Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Menfilio's return. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no. Not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Oh, I remember this. I remember the story. Fuck. I remember the story for this. Alright, alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Oh, god damn it. I know what the problem is here. I remember the story of this place. Shit. You'll learn. Right then. The Talos, their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thafe or someone else. Back to the tavern then. Oh great, Magnus disappeared. Still here, man. You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. So here it is, what they'll explain, what I remembered of the story of this place. Please, voice acting.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know.
Yes!
Greatest prospector there ever was.
Alright. Now, listen.
When the golem hull started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Yeah. This is the history I was talking about. The story behind why Magnus is the way he is.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Imagine, yeah.
What? Oh, you again.
Mm-hmm.
How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agnar. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down.
Minfilia.
That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arain.
So, in case you didn't understand, at the time, Thancred was the reason why Minfilia's parents died and why Philomene had become her Minfilia's adoptive mother. And Thancred, in a sense, loved her. Well, love interest, but he kept himself to the older sibling role.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Hmm. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Oh yes, he does, because... Yes, Oriander does. Because, remember, he lost Moembrita to an Ascian. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. You must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thafe, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all the veins were tapped dry years ago. Though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthion, and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Mary, Luxurious, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Buried? No. Dead? Yes. And if anything, well, I mean, I wouldn't know because, again, Moembrita's death was like a year before I was unsealed. So if anything, I think Mary already kind of killed him. Wait a minute. Right. Because I wasn't there. No, actually, she didn't die to an Ascian. She actually sacrificed herself for Mary. She sacrificed her very ether so that Mary can make a blade of ether to destroy the Ascian. Nabrialis. She died willingly in order to, well, give the Warrior of Light a chance to kill the Ascian. Off to somewhere, are you? Yeah. At last, a lead on a stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Convenient distraction. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. But still, I wouldn't I wouldn't say they, I would never say that Moembrita died to the Ascian. She sacrificed herself in order to literally sacrifice her entire ether to give the Warrior of Light a blade of light to slay an Ascian. The way you described it, now I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. No, we should probably hear what Guthian has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Oh, fuck you. Is this our man? Who are you? What are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is... what was it? Ionine. What was it? Ionine. There you go. All the talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there. They could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Their only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of ionine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drop a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Mary, Luxarius. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these, sundrops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I handle this area here. I will trace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. Yeah, we would. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I could give you more, so don't worry. Woo! Dark side. Dark shadow. You search the shadows but find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. Oh, please, dear Lord. I don't have time for fighting these bastards. Oh, turn around at the worst time. Don't spot me, don't spot me. Thank you, 'cause fuck you. Not trying to waste time on you, so don't spot me. Thank you, piece of shit. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock, and you find a Vobert cold piece. Hey, there we go. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere close to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. Come now. Come now, Thancred. You're far more prepared for this task than I. No more than usual, I assure you. I only managed to survive the Corothan wilderness in the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation. A habit of mine since childhood. One of my few positive traits, which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to Guthyon. The sooner we get back to Orianger and Menphilia, the better. You're back. Wait, does that mean... I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But don't think this means you'll find what you're after. A dirty job. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Seriously, we're going back outside the damn cave? I hope you waited for the sun drops to wear off. They work wonders in the dark, but in the light of day, they'll only bring you pain. I figure. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not coming to hear my grievances. You're after Ionine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them. Those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down here where we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Ionine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines, and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, even if you can call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here, and I'll have a look. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Real quick, I'm gonna go pee and get myself some water. Okay, back. Oh man, that's so dumb. That was wasted. Oh. Oh, whoa. It's these things. Oh, that's cool. Huh, never test... Oh, wait, when did I press that? Interesting. Okay. Just two more. Oh, right here. I know you two are. I know you guys are. Oh, right. Oh, boy. Ooh. And there we go. Now we just bring everything back. Alright. I found my fair share of rocks. Hopefully there's iodine among them. There you are. Find anything promising? Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's going to take time to sift. It's going to take time for me to sift through all this. Oh, voice acting?
You may not remember this about Armin Filia,
Oh.
but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Oh, really?
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade.
Flamine.
I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one.
Oh,
Maybe that's why she
Flamine.
took to it so readily.
That's her name. That's how you say her name. Flamine.
Back
I
in
see,
those days,
Flamine.
I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
Not your finest hour, to say the least.
Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down.
Well, there you go. That's how you properly say her name, Zuki. Flamine.
But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
Oh.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
Leonine. Whoops.
This is a rather fine specimen.
That it is.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Right. Get ready for a heart wrencher, guys.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it.
Agna.
She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
very well what happened. This guy was just being a fool. He was just being a fool because he was being a past knowledge of your work that you already explained, that you had already went over with. And he's just being a child. You corrected him. That's it. Done. Period. Point blank. You have every right to just being right, and you were. You made that very clear because you pointed out everything. I'm pretty sure you already explained. So if anything, he just looks stupid. Because you even reminded him, yes, I already made these notes. Yes, I already pointed these notes out. You just reminded him of his own mistakes. Straight to the manager, too. Someone to witness that. In front of the manager? Okay, there's no reason to bring that up. Because, okay, yeah, you know. So what? There's not for long. Listen, he's just a small, simple man because of the fact that he's still sour about his divorce. There's no reason to give him any time of day or even a freaking brain cell at all. You sound like you're distant, like as if you are done with the conversation. If anything, you just show that you had the upper you already explained. You remember everything very clearly. So if anything, all you did was just correct all the stuff that you tried to explain, which you already had a conversation. So if anything, he was just trying to pick at the scraps, try to see if there's anything there. You got the dismissive Jada that was just completely tired of his BS and professionally dismissive. So if anything, you're very good. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you too, because if anything, this just goes to show that you're leaving and he can do nothing about it. Not only that, but technically you're leaving with a very sour taste in his mouth. One that he can do nothing about. Why? No, I didn't see you. Say again? As it should. As it very much should. That's how it should. 2 middle fingers up to the world. Well, straight to him, actually. Taunting him? I'm gonna be honest, the way you handled that was a lot better because you didn't give him the satisfaction of actually thinking that he got through to you to like get a message across. Because that's how he should be handled. Because the guy thinks he has all this power just because he's BSD. No. He doesn't use that power. It's not even his quote-unquote power to abuse it personally. Transferring out that you're already getting another job lined up. I'm happy for you though. I want to get the hell away from you. So you were naturally tuning him out. That's the power of ADHD. Just zone out. Also, that's why you can't. That's why I could barely hear your voice. You were just done with it. You weren't even. There was no bass behind your voice. There was no power behind it in order to raise it because you didn't have any energy for it. It's vastly better than what you were than every other time, apparently. Every other interaction you had before. Oh, I heard that part. And then I just heard the call drop. You didn't even say anything in response. There was none there. You were just completely cut off emotion. And all there was a professional match that showed complete disconnection from the conversation. If anything, now it's perfect because you showed that he didn't get all. You showed that he didn't matter. Even when we tried to corner the run of the world that was on the previous guy. Well done of it. Sorry, you got none of them. All I'm gonna say is that he got what he deserved. He got nothing. He got nothing. And he just all he got was no satisfaction. Just bitterness. Complete bitterness. That's all he deserved. Because now they don't is the fact that the state of affairs, like the way that everything was handled, was left in way so that everything was riding on your back. Everything was riding on your abilities. So now they're just gonna have to go through a major managerial change in order to just make do with what you're not gonna deal with. Trying to tell patients that don't even understand what you're saying about how bad you are. Really, all they were left with was a very good impression of you. where's your wife? Where's your wife for you to take on a cruise? Oh, wait, you have one. Sounds like you problem, not a me problem. Right? Right? I'm glad that you had essentially toughened up a bit against people like him. People who just want to lead you dry. Who just want to make you just as miserable as them. I'm glad you got him. Because he deserved none of your energy. He deserved none of your time. Right, I forgot. You're just one chapter of your life with someone unimportant. Just poof, gone. Just dust in the wind. He doesn't matter. Now you're just moving on to the next part of your life where you can breathe free, you can be happy. You don't have to deal with it. You do you. Talk to you later. Alright. I'm back. You guys still here? Right. Moving on. Let's see. Have a heart. I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? Good. You're both stay here. Yeah, sorry. My girl just got done from, like, regaling me of her tale of, like, how she basically professionally gave the middle finger to her fucking toxic as shit SP. Her boss, so to speak. This fucker was just fucking... How do I say this? Bitter as shit about the fact that he had to, about the fact that his wife divorced him. Long before my girl hired him. Long before she hired my girl. And he was just still bitter about it, and he was just spreading that to everyone. Literally calling people in front of patients. Literally calling the medical assistants and other physicians associates idiots. Insulting their profession. So if anything, in literally just the last meeting, she was just professionally dismissive, disrespectful. And I'm happy for her, because she deserved to see him get mad. He was red in the face. I'm happy for her. Because not only that, but she's also transferring out of the specialty. She's transferring out of ENT to go into another specialty. So, if anything, that fucker could choke on a fat one. In any case, before you set in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthien, for all your help. Honestly, if I could, I would buy y'all dinner and celebration. We appreciate it. Now, if anything, we can practically, like, already do we could practically get ourselves dinner if we want, whenever we wanted to, because technically we had already paid for a vacation just for the both of us at a couples resort, and literally in the next 2 days, she's gonna be gone to a cruise, going to 3 different countries with her family. A vacation cruise that's gonna last for like 8 days, a whole week. A whole week without her. Damn, I ain't gonna be sleeping well. In any case, though, I'm happy for her because she's leaving on a high note, and they could suck it. That SP could suck it. Anyways, we'll shrink it. Yeah, I already said all this. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Oh, if anything, oh no, I'm gonna do something better than that. I'm not gonna try and take things straight to the bedroom. She deserves a very good gift, something that means something, not just bedtime. I'm gonna try and get her like a rose. I'm gonna try and get her some flowers. I'm gonna try and get her a nice gift set, a nice gift bundle, because she needs something to just help her be more comfortable, especially upon her return. But yes, cuddles will ensue because, damn it, I'm gonna miss her. What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before, it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will. Now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. From Agna. No. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Orianger? Thou art returned, and with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Taloth hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Yerrick, Thafig, and Minfilia. At last we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Naboth Arain. Very good. Now, let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete.
Oh, good.
When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
Oh. Oh.
It's working! It's working!
That's right.
Magnus!
There you go.
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble?
Oh, Magnus.
This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. Done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose.
It was mostly due to his own studies and his own expertise, which allowed the Ascians a bit more knowledge and to scheme in order to, well, in order to set forth this plan to get rid of Menphilia. it kind of backfired on them, because if anything, Orianger actually stopped a rejoining. He stopped an entire rejoining. So if anything, yes, sacrifices were made for his decision, but the results speak for themselves. The first still exists. Yes, it is suffering, but it still exists. I'd say that's far better than it just being erased completely. Because now the people have hope to rebuild, rather than just being completely shut out and covered in light, and everyone turned into a Sin Eater. Because of the fact that technically Orianger played a role. And not only that, but his own research was used against him. Yeah, he kind of was a double agent. He was a double agent, acting like he was helping the Ascians. But the Ascians were wiser than him. They used his knowledge for their own purpose. But he turned it around on them at least. True. But the results speak for themselves. Yes, I was upset with Orianger and learning that he had technically been a double agent. Well, turned into an agent for the Ascians, but was actually a double agent on our side. But that's the thing. Oh, no. That's the thing. Minfilia was taken from them before before Orianger had started his plan. It's just that at the same time, when the Ascians enacted their plan for the rejoining of the First, was when Hydaelyn had decided to use Minfilia's soul to send her to the First. So, if anything, Hydaelyn had reacted in the defense to stop the Ascians, and Minfilia was just a casualty of that. The Ascians had been doing their scheme, but he still takes the blame for it, because technically Minfilia could have possibly been returned to them, because she was also the result of the flow spell that got Y'shtola and Thancred out of there. But Minfilia was not returned because Hydaelyn took her. Plucked her from the Ethereal Sea because she needed Minfilia to send her to the First. Yeah, Thancred may say it was his fault, but in actuality, events just played out as they are, as a consequence. Technically, yes, but again, there's technically no fault, because this is something that's completely blameless. There's no fault in any person. Every time you say Vana, I'm reminded of that woman, that beautiful lady. But yes, it is a no fault. It's blameless. It's completely blameless. No fault in no one. Events just played out as they are, and sacrifices were made. Choices were made. Not only that, but Minfilia went willingly. She did it to save people. Yeah. Yes, circumstance, but also Minfilia went willingly. Hydaelyn simply asked, and Minfilia went.
It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Have faith, and all will be well.
Have you no words for her?
Not today.
To be honest, the only reason why I didn't punch Thancred was because our time was short. We couldn't exactly just start turning on each other to incur injuries needlessly. We all needed our strength. And of course he's watching. Huh. Well. Look who can walk freely around the Crystal Tower.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors.
If I had the
That and
chance.
the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang, I should be glad to keep my distance.
I would have sent him all. I would have punched him all the way from Twine to Mord Suck in one punch. And I would have.
I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time.
This motherfucker. And I would have used cursed energy just in a black flash to send him there. A straight shot, straight through the mountain.
Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel.
Huh.
Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And yet that you... No. Emmett Silk and you have that in common, yes. So you sleep to pass the time. Meanwhile, me and the Exarch have that in common. Barely any sleep, still functioning at full capacity, always to ensure the safety of our people and the safety of our loved ones. Oh, how the parallels.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you?
Oh, and see, this was the question everyone asked.
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to mention. So, the Crystal Tower is as old as the Allegans. It is of Allegan make. And Emet-Selch, back then, was an individual known as Amon. And Amon built the tower. And Amon was Emet-Selch. So Emet-Selch built this entire tower. The entire Crystal Tower. And now they're using what's his.
Much less in possession of his mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
And that's the thing. G'raha himself.
You had a hand in Allag as well.
That's the thing. Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Emmett is acknowledging that G'raha was able to use his tower for something much more grand. That G'raha, the person who is using it, because he has the blood of the Allegans running through him, so he has access to all the facilities. G'raha was able to use the Crystal Tower better than Emet-Selch, the one who made the tower.
You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future.
No, he cannot suspect he's Allegan. Because Allegans were nothing like G'raha. There was never an Allegan that were born and of the mindset that G'raha has. No way at all.
I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
He just gave away the fact that he was from the future.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
G'raha is currently prepared to defend himself if Emet-Selch actually takes action. My apologies for the delay. Menphilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? You spoke of Menphilia, of his own accord. I see. You paid for that fight, to see the Crystal Exarch versus Emet-Selch. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end, he refused to heed my counsel. And I put money on G'raha. I put money on Emmett. Because, again, this is Emet-Selch with eons and eons of knowledge and combat experience. G'raha is no slouch. And yes, he's faced off against Ashians before. But Emmett Selk is a whole different monster. He is a whole different monster. And there was a reason why me and Mary refused direct confrontation with him. There is a reason for that. Think of this. We never fought Emmett Selk directly. Yes, one of the convocation of 14. Was it 13? I don't know. Convocation of 14. There's a reason why we never fought him. Because he's a whole different monster than all the Ascians. Because if you remember, when I showed you Endwalker and we went to the unsundered world of Aetheris, we went to Elpis. He apparently had the biggest quantity of ether any known mortal could ever wield. No, not just built like a sleeper. He had like enough ether to power a city for years. Compiled into his soul, his person. He was the closest thing I had to almost an equal. He was the closest thing to being an equal in the quantity of ether. At the time, at least, when I was, before I merged, he was the closest thing. So if anything, in hindsight, in the grand scheme, he was equal to me as Xenos was as much of a threat was to me and Mary. Possibly even worse. Because again, Emmett Selk, we never fought him directly. Until... I'll leave that for later. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and the Bath Arang await. Alright, I'm gonna let it end here for now. Because it's late, and I have other stuff I need to do. I need to shower, I need to get ready for bed. I have things I need to do. And it was honestly fun doing this with you. You and Zuki. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, because no, I'm not sure if I will. I'll see what I can do. In any case, good night.